Hey guys, Stitch_302 here. Welcome back to a brand new episode. And in today's video, I'm doing something a bit different. I'm going to be predicting or guessing, it's not really like, the characters I want to see in MultiVersus. So my wish list, that's the word. This is my top 10 wish list characters I would like to see in the new game, MultiVersus, which is still yet to be released. So, if you don't know, this game is a online game like Smash Bros. Or Brawlhalla, something like that. The game is going to be free, made by Warner Bros. You play as iconic characters like Scooby-Doo, well, Shaggy, I guess, Velma, Jake the Dog. Who else is in this game? Batman, Superman, Arya Stark, Steven Universe, etc. A bunch of characters, and they're all from a wide range of WB properties. So I am going to be telling you my top 10 characters I want to see owned by WB. Some of them might not be, but these are my top 10 characters owned by WB I would like to see in this game, and I'm not going to be including any characters rumoured or leaked to be coming. So for that I mean Rick, I think is basically confirmed. So I'm not going to mention Rick or Morty. Who else? I think Godzilla's been confirmed or something like that. So basically characters that we know a lot about and we know are coming to the game, I'm not included at all. I'm only going to do characters that we know absolutely nothing about and who I would like to see in the game and how I think they would play. So yeah, I'm just going to say this is my top 10 ranking. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Tell me in the comments below if you agree and characters you would like to see in this game. So before I begin, there's actually a 11th character. I know, the title lied. I just couldn't get it down to 10. So in the 11th spot is going to be a character I don't actually know much about. I've seen one episode, and that was a crossover episode. And that's going to be Generator Rex. So this is a Cartoon Network game. No, it's not. It's a Cartoon Network TV show that spun off into games, yes. And I've never watched Generator Rex, but I saw some footage of the show that I never watched. But it looked like he would fit in pretty well in this fighting game. What I could tell, he's got like nano tech inside of him, which can like conjure up weapons inside of him, so he can like turn his hands into guns, his boots into jets, he could get a jetpack and stuff. Like he can just summon all this stuff, which I think visually could look cool and create a lot of stuff. Maybe he could be like a mage class, similar to Bugs Bunny, where he can summon all these things, or maybe he's just a brawler, like he can make his fist bigger like Garnet or something. So that's going to be 11th spot, Generator Rex. I just don't know the character good enough. I've only ever seen the episode where he teamed up with Ben 10, where he was like Alien Force type. That's the only other time I've seen him. That was years ago. I don't know much about him, so that's going to be the 11th spot. Coming in at 10 is going to be Shnitzel from Chowder. Now, I'm going to say all these characters are not traditional fighting characters. They're just characters I would like to see in this game. I think it'll be funny seeing Shnitzel running around. Probably be like a tank class, a brute class, very heavy punching, like literally just hitting everyone with big fists. Just like, I can imagine when he throws a punch, his whole body goes forward with it. Maybe you could use some kitchen utensils with him, like running around with, was it a whisk? No, like something you turn and the things turn. Like, I can just imagine Shnitzel running around. Maybe Chowder himself, that could be fun in the game. Not really much to say, I can't think of anything about him. Probably won't happen in the game, but it would just be funny if we could play with Shnitzel fighting Finn the human. Just imagine the thoughts. Anyway, into spot number 9 is going to be a character that I believe is actually very likely in this game, and that's going to be Beast Boy from Teen Titans or DC. Now the reason he's so low on this list is I would like him a lot higher, just we've got so many DC characters in the game already. We've got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Out of like, what, 10 characters in the game already? 3 of them are DC. I don't think they'll do Beast Boy for a while. I know they want to constantly add characters to this game, but probably not all from the same franchise. Therefore, he's quite low on this list, so I don't mind waiting a while for him. But it'd be cool to see maybe all the Teen Titans eventually, like Raven, Robin, Nightwing's not, Raven, Robin, Starfire, that's her name, right? Cyborg, all of them eventually, but I think Beast Boy would be a great start. I can imagine him Move it a bit like Jake, actually, where his like horse ability as he runs across the map. That could be cool, because obviously Beast Boy transforms. He could maybe turn into an ape and start punching stuff. Maybe if you go, he could turn into a snake if you like crouch down and do smaller combat and dodge stuff. I think Beast Boy could be very fluid and just constantly changing forms, and that could be how he works in this game. Coming in at number 8 is a very rogue one that I highly doubt will ever happen, because I think it's owned by Nickelodeon. I might be wrong. I don't know who owns it. But that's just going to be the Power Rangers. Like, imagine having the Power Rangers in this game. It'll be easy probably to think of movesets for them. Just give them like their fist to punch or kick. Give them a blaster or a sword or something, like they have in the shows. And I could imagine either they would choose a generic character, like a simple Red Ranger like Jason. Him move very basically, nothing that's like soloing him out as Jason, and then alternate costumes could be him looking like other characters. I could see that, how it works. Imagine if you buy the character or you unlock the character and it's just Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, but then alternate costumes make him look like the White Ranger or the Red Ranger or the Black Ranger. But obviously this would be Tommy as them, so from like Mighty Morphin he could be the Green or White Ranger. And then, what was it, Zeo or something, where he became red, and then Dino Thunder, where he became black. Maybe you could have just, so that would be if you just wanted Tommy Oliver as a character, or if you want just the Rangers as a character, then you could have a simple Jason, and then change alternate costumes to look like Kimberly or Billy, or Doggy from SPD, maybe characters from Ninja Storm, Mystic Force, Samurai, Turbo, Zeo, etc. That could be how it works, I think. And that's going to be number 8. Coming in at 7 is going to be Grimm from The Adventures of Billy and Mandy. A show I have not seen in a long time. But I remember loving Billy in this show. I've seen this clip recently where he was like, he needs to go through a window, so he opened up the window and then jumped through the glass still, but like a double layer of glass. Oh, that was so funny. But if you don't know this show, Grimm is like the Grim Reaper. He lost like didn't he lose a limbo contest or something? And now he has to work with Billy and Mandy. But I could see him maybe being a mage class, like conjuring stuff, like magic, or an assassin class if you give him his scythe. He could use the scythe, start slicing people. Maybe he could summon things out of the scythe, like a spell. Maybe also he could open up his chest, start grabbing stuff out of it, like Finn, where you buy stuff, but maybe you can just grab, like maybe more like what's his name, Bugs Bunny, where you go down, you have a box, you can get anything out of the box. That could be Grimm. Maybe he opens stuff out of this chest. I could see that working. So there we are. That is going to be 7th spot, Grimm from The Adventures of the Grimm Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Next up is 6th place, and maybe another one that's unlikely, but one that means a lot to me, and that's going to be Lloyd Garmadon from Ninjago. Now, Ninjago, amazing show. I loved the show when I was younger. I got like all the Lego. Well, first of all, Lego is amazing. Ninjago itself, best franchise of Lego ever. 2nd place Marvel, but Ninjago is amazing. Now, I've specifically chose Lloyd probably because he's the most well known. He's the Green Ninja. He's the main character. Give him a sword, like a gold katana. Give him his elemental weapon. Well, he hasn't got it. Give him his elemental powers. Maybe he could do something like Shaggy, where he charges up and becomes the Golden Ninja, and he's just more powerful. That could be cool. So maybe, couldn't really think of alternate costumes. Maybe just different outfits throughout the seasons, like his ZX outfit, his training outfit. You could have, what else could you have? The Tournament of Elements outfit, Hands of Time outfit, Sons of Garmadon outfit, Hunted outfit, etc. Just all of the outfits. Or you could go an alternate route where you have a very basic character, like similar to the Rangers, so you have a very basic ninja just with the sword, and then alternate costumes will have him look like Jay and Zane, maybe Pixel or Cole, Kai, maybe Sensei Wu, maybe you could have him look like Skylar, etc. Or An even bigger way to do this, Ninjago, would be Lloyd as his own character, then have Kai as his own separate character completely. He could use the Sword of Fire, using fire abilities using that sword, or you can have Zane as his own character, using ice abilities, because you've seen ices in the game, you've seen Superman freeze people, so Zane could do that as well, maybe shooting ice, maybe throwing his shurikens of ice. That's a good projectile. Yeah, that could be how Ninjago or Lloyd or just the ninjas could work in this game. Now on to number 5. Now number 5 is a very rogue thing. So I don't know if you've seen the rumours, but rumours are 11 from Stranger Things is coming to the game. Don't know if it's true. Very interesting if so, especially because season 4 just came to an end. Everyone's hyped about it. But if that's true, then this brings this character even more likely, because it's another Netflix show. And that's going to be in the 5th spot. Is going to be 5 Hardgreaves from the Umbrella Academy. It's very out there. I've put him in 5th space because his name is 5. If you've never watched the Umbrella Academy, then please do. It's a good show. Season 3 came out recently and it made me love the show even more. 5 he's just the best character. So if you don't know 5, he can teleport and stuff, so maybe in the game he could teleport around, just very smallly, just to dodge. Like imagine your dodge attacks are similar to Superman, where he flies out the way, you teleport out the way. Maybe you give him his little axe that he had in Season 2 or Season 1, where he just went ham and started chopping people. Maybe you just teleport a bit forward, just to get a bigger punch, stuff like that. Maybe you have to charge it up, who knows. Give him an axe, and that could be 5 Hardgreaves in the game. Very different, like I said, like this list, it's not the top 10 most likely characters, it's my top 10 wish list characters. Now on to number 4 is going to be Samurai Jack, a very likely character, probably the most likely on this list, maybe after Beast Boy. But Samurai Jack could work very well in this game. He's probably going to be an assassin class, give him his sword, and that's all you need. Just everyone loves Samurai Jack. Give him his sword. I think he'll fit in perfectly. Maybe similar to Wonder Woman or something. Maybe similar to Arya. Who knows? He could have a bow as well. That could be maybe a projectile that he has. He could use his bow, start shooting people. Some armors he has could be like different samurai armors or stuff like that. Not really much to say, just I feel like this guy's very likely, so I don't think I need to stretch it. But that's it for 4th. Now number 3 is going to be Nigel from Codename Kids Next Door. I think his full name is Nigel Uno. I haven't watched this show in bare time, but I can imagine he would fit in well in this. Obviously, Nigel will be the leader of the group if you haven't watched the show before. So alternate costumes could be other characters like 3, 5 with the hat. It was the green one that loved them like monkey things. Was it 2 or 4? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's all the characters anyway. There's the orange guy in the hoodie and the gold, yellow, bold haircut. But I think this could work well with gadgets, mainly just working off gadgets. Every move could be a new gadget. That's how I think Nigel could work. Not really much to say about him. Just I could imagine this guy fitting in the game very well, actually. Like, he would suit the art style. And that's it for Nigel. Number 2. The second one, the penultimate one. I've kind of stretched out to 4 characters because I couldn't decide on 4, but they're all from the same thing. So, have you heard of Regular Show? I prefer Regular Show. I prefer Regular Show way over Adventure Time. I've watched 4, 5 episodes of Adventure Time ever. Regular Show, I've watched nearly every single episode. Regular Show, amazing show, and I could see that working in the game, especially because of the Cartoon Network aspect of it. So I haven't decided fully, but I could see Mordecai or Rigby in the game, just because of the main characters. I can't really think of what they would do. Maybe just running around. Can't think of classes. I just know they would be cool in the game. Yeah, but the other 2 I was thinking of is, if they don't want to do the main characters, would be either Muscle Man or Skips. I think they would fit the fighting game a lot more. So I can imagine Muscle Man, maybe his emote could be him taking off his shirt and just like spinning it around in the air, going around, yelling your mom, no, my mom, sorry, yelling my mom all the time. And I could imagine maybe he's got High Five Ghost as an attack or something. I couldn't just imagine him more in a fighting game than Mordecai and Rigby. And same with Skips. Skips is a very like built jack guy. He could be melee, a bruiser or something, a tank maybe. Just heavy hitting, a bit like Shnitzel. That could be how I see Skips working. But I had to include Mordecai and Rigby here. So number 2 spot, it's mainly just a regular show as a whole. I couldn't see them. Benson. I don't know. Nah, I'll stick to these 4, but one of them will do. I'll be happy with that. And now, onto the number 1 spot, which I think on Twitter and on YouTube is always the number 1 spot on everyone's list, but definitely mine. In the top spot is Ben 10. Ben 10 could work a few different ways. Now, firstly, if you don't know, Ben 10, love Ben 10, love the show. I've done a few gameplays of Ben 10, different Ben 10 games, even the Minecraft series on my channel. Check it out. I love Ben 10. Recently, this time last year probably, I rewatched every single episode just because I wanted to relive that bit of my childhood. I loved Ben 10 so much, and I would love him in this game. So, how Ben 10 could work would be, probably he would be different characters. So I can imagine he stays as Ben as you're walking around and stuff. And maybe he could be like each move, so if you punch right or punch left, that could be both different aliens. You punch upwards, you're in the air, they could all be different aliens. Now that would be a lot to animate, yes. That's why it's not the most likely or ideal scenario, but it's the most or the best way to get every alien. So say if you punch right, you could punch as forearms, punch left, you punch as a raft, punch up, you punch diamond head, punch down, I don't know, chroma stone, you jump in the air, you become heat blast, you could shoot fireballs to the right, or maybe you jump up and shoot to the left, your water hazard, maybe you hold a button down, you become way big, or you become, I don't know, you run, as Jakers, you could run like Wildmutt or something. Like, that could include all the aliens, but I feel like that would be way too much for them to animate. So another way could be, if you play as Ben, all the ground attacks are one alien, like let's say forearms or Humongousaur. All the air attacks are another alien, let's say Jet Ray or something. And then all the special attacks are another alien. So let's say, I don't know, Brainstorm or something. Just random aliens, but I can imagine that would be the way they would do it in this game. Would be stick it to like 3 aliens, and each like scenario of the attacks are ground, air, and specials would be a different alien. I could see that how it works. And then one final way it could work would be all his own aliens, maybe not all of them, but his aliens all being separate characters and getting their own moveset. So imagine Forearms got his own character, like just his own character, and then Diamond Head got his own character, Swampfire got his own character. I could imagine that being a way they do it. Maybe way big as his own character, because Iron Giants come into the game. That could be a similar height difference, but that could be a way how it works. And costumes, I don't know, you could have Albedo as a costume, therefore you could change all the aliens, have like the red Omnitrix. You could have Ben 10,000, you could have Classic Ben, Alien Force Ben, Ultimate Alien Ben, Omniverse Ben, even Reboot Ben. I don't care about Reboot Ben, but we could have it. I could imagine Omniverse or Alien Force being the one you start off with. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. That is my top 10 wishlist characters I would like to see in MultiVersus. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and if you guys would like any of them, and what characters you want in the game I haven't included. Thank you so much for watching. I could not wait for this game to release. See you in the next one, and goodbye everyone.